Wait, who is the woman in the red cheongsam? And why does she keep appearing here? I'm Kim, and this is Hung Channel.
Do you know the story of Hong Kong's infamous Red House in Wan Chai? A place where history and haunting seem to blur into one? What if the shadows behind those red brick walls were never just stories, but echoes of something that never truly left? By the end of this journey, you'll understand why Nam Koo Terrace isn't just an abandoned mansion, but a place where the past still lingers in silence, and why some people believe its doors should have never been opened again. Chapter 1: The Birth of the Red House. As light falls, an abandoned red brick mansion sinks into the shadows. Its window frames stare like hollow eyes at the damp stone steps, as if restless spirits still linger. The shadow of the red house lurks in the darkness, waiting for every intruder. Nam Koo Terrace is a century-old red brick mansion located in the Wan Chai district of Hong Kong, along Ship Street. It was built in 1918 by Chinese businessman Tu Chung Man. At that time, Wan Chai was one of the earliest developed areas on Hong Kong Island, with busy piers, cargo ships, and frequent commercial exchanges. It's situated on a platform approximately 10 meters above ground, facing the harbor. The house features red brick exterior walls. Its design blends Chinese and Western architectural styles, with Western-style arched windows, balconies, and wooden railings, alongside Chinese carvings and lattice windows, making it a prominent luxury residence in the area at the time. In 1921, Tu Chung Man sold the property for $30,000 to his younger brother, Tu Chak Man, who was related by marriage to Kwok Tsuen, the founder of Wing On Department Store, and thus took up residence there. Back then, the courtyard of Nam Koo Terrace contained a lotus pond. Wooden staircases creaked with each step. Children played along the corridors, and the dining table was filled with the aroma of freshly prepared dishes. This mansion witnessed Wan Chai's transformation from prosperity to turmoil. It symbolizes a piece of Hong Kong's early urban development and family life. Its construction represented the flourishing and hope of an era, while also foreshadowing an unpredictable turn of fate. Chapter 2: War and the Japanese Occupation. In 1941, the Pacific War broke out, and Japanese forces invaded Hong Kong. Wan Chai quickly fell into the flames of war. Parts of the district were designated for military and comfort purposes, disrupting both commercial activities and civilian life. On the early morning of April 16, 1943, the then owner, Tu Chak Man, suddenly died inside the residence. Official records did not clearly state the cause of death, and various rumors began to circulate, including illness, accident, or even something more mysterious. Some claimed he hanged himself in the bedroom. Others described his death as strange. His face darkened, eyes wide open, lips turning purple, with unexplained stains left in the room. On the night of his funeral vigil, some neighbors reported seeing a woman standing outside the house with her head lowered, muttering incoherently and lingering for a long time. Some relatives even dreamed of him, crying sorrowfully that he could not return home. According to rumors, Nam Koo Terrace was later requisitioned by the Japanese military and used as a VIP hall and a comfort facility for high-ranking officers. Numerous women were forcibly brought from various parts of Hong Kong into Wan Chai, where they suffered inhumane treatment and violence. These tragic experiences became one of the roots of the later haunting legends surrounding the house. The departure of the two family marked the end of Nam Koo Terrace's former glory. The wartime atrocities became the starting point of how later generations would imagine this place. After the war, the mansion was left abandoned for many years. Its former prosperity never returned, leaving behind only traces of history and silence. Chapter 3. After Abandonment, Resentment and Legends. After the war, Nam Koo Terrace remained uninhabited. The courtyard grew overgrown with weeds, wooden doors decayed, and the brick walls peeled away. The emptiness of the house cast a desolate atmosphere over the surrounding streets. As time passed, the aura of the place grew increasingly eerie, and various supernatural legends began circulating among locals. The most common story tells of passers-by who, late at night, saw a row of long-haired women standing silently behind the windows, heads lowered, their hollow eyes staring at the street. Some reported hearing faint sobbing coming from inside the house. Others, walking near the stone steps, claimed to have seen wet footprints appearing without rain, stretching from the road toward the front door, only to vanish suddenly. One explorer described seeing red hand-like marks on the bathroom wall, accompanied by a strong metallic smell. Within the moss, shapes resembling a kneeling human figure seemed to emerge. There are also accounts of people, on particularly dark nights, spotting a woman in a red cheongsam standing behind the second-floor window frame, her pale face and icy gaze fixed on passers-by. Some visitors mentioned that when they took photographs inside the mansion, blurred images resembling faces appeared. These stories have been repeatedly shared on social media and in paranormal programs, making Nam Koo Terrace increasingly famous in urban legend culture. Although none of these claims can be verified, the sense of resentment and haunting has deeply embedded itself in the public memory, turning this abandoned house into a symbol where horror and history intertwine. Chapter 4. Real Incidents and Paranormal Encounters. In 2003, a paranormal exploration incident at Nam Koo Terrace shocked Hong Kong, pushing this abandoned house from urban legend into the realm of real fear. According to reports, 8 young people entered the house late at night. Their flashlights illuminated the broken corridors and staircases, casting long, distorted shadows. They claimed that at the end of the second-floor corridor, they saw a figure waving at them. Several members panicked and fled in confusion. One girl suddenly spoke in a hoarse and deep voice, saying, "Come back upstairs with me." Another girl displayed unusual strength, pushing several companions to the ground with one hand. Police arrived at the scene and sent all 8 individuals to the hospital. Medical examinations confirmed that none of them were under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The 2 girls involved also stated that they had no memory of the incident. The cause quickly became headline news, sparking widespread public debate. Some believed it to be a case of collective psychological reaction. In addition, some explorers reported seeing a blood-covered face appear in a mirror inside the house, only for the mirror to shatter instantly. However, When they returned the next day, it was completely intact. Others who ventured inside with candles claimed that in the flickering light, they saw figures kneeling on the ground. Regardless of whether these accounts are true, these records and first-hand reports have made the Red House, Nam Koo Terrace, a continuously discussed topic of horror. Chapter 5: The Cultural Impact of Nam Koo Terrace. Nam Koo Terrace, the Red House of Wan Chai, is not only known for its legends and historical events, but has gradually become a symbol of Hong Kong's history and culture. Over the years, it has attracted architects, historians, paranormal investigators, and filmmakers. Its abandoned yet classical red brick appearance and its fusion of Eastern and Western architectural styles make it a perfect setting for capturing both the elegance of pre-war mansions and the sense of decay. Particularly in ghost stories, paranormal programs, and social media, the terrifying legends of Nam Koo Terrace are repeatedly referenced, becoming part of Hong Kong's urban horror culture. Some local guided tours and Halloween events also pass by or mention this location, creating a unique blend of horror and historical education. What Nam Koo Terrace carries is not just architectural value, but also historical memory and social symbolism. It reflects the brutality of war and the enduring suffering of civilians. Whether it is the so-called paranormal images captured by investigators or the eyewitness stories of the Red Cheongsam woman, the image of the Red House continues to circulate in modern media. Even without official documentation confirming any of these legends, new stories continue to emerge, making it a cross-generational symbol of horror culture and supernatural folklore. When horror, history, and culture intertwine, they ultimately form a unique historical landscape. Chapter 6: Abandonment, Preservation, and the Shadow of Red Bricks. After the war, Nam Koo Terrace remained abandoned for a long time. The roof and window frames were damaged, the courtyard overgrown with weeds, and the brick walls weathered and worn. At night, locals would quicken their pace when passing by, avoiding even a glance. In 1988, the descendants of the two families sold the mansion for over $16 million to Hopewell Holdings. Although ownership changed, the paranormal legends surrounding the house continued to spread, as if beneath the red bricks lay countless shadows of wartime deaths and injustices. In 2009, Nam Koo Terrace was designated as a Grade 1 historic building. Official documents stated that its original structure would be preserved and revitalized to maintain its historical value. In recent years, development plans have proposed transforming it into a cultural space, exhibition venue, or even a wedding location. Yet, the stories of shadows behind its windows and the haunting red bricks continue to evoke unease. Historical records, local testimonies, and modern observations combine to make Nam Koo Terrace not only a piece of architectural heritage, but also a cultural symbol bearing witness to Hong Kong's century of rise and fall and the trauma of war. The true horror does not lie in whether ghosts are real, but in the understanding of the tragedies that once occurred within these walls, the mysterious death of its owner, the suffering of comfort women, and decades of accumulated paranormal stories. Even if the building is restored in the future, the red bricks will continue to carry these heavy memories and stories passed down through time.
I'm Kim. Please subscribe, like, and share. And stay with me. You'll never face the dark unknown.